know, this is the Communication Upper Intermediate group for Tuesday, Thursday morning for the 26th and the 28th of May. And this is for you, Francisco, for you, Judith, okay, and Ruben. Okay, so you could attend some of the lessons, but not some others. So, I hope that you're all well, and maybe when you're in phase 2, you can meet personally, face to face, if you cannot get into Skype. All right, so let's just pick up where we finished the other day. So that's on page 115, exercise 7b. So I remember that I asked you to choose the correct options, okay, which were, let's remind that number 1 was told, 2 proposed, 3 explained, 4 asked, 5 warned, 6 has invited, 7 promised, and 8 refused. Once you had done this, you had to rewrite these sentences into direct speech, so what they really said. Okay, so if you take a few minutes to write it, because it's difficult, okay, to do it straight away. So pause the video and write what were the actual words. ¿Qué dijeron en realidad? Okay, so then I'll give you the possible answer. Okay, does not have to be in exactly the same words, but you will get it. Okay, so here are the answers. Number 1, the direct speech, not the reported speech, is your complaint is being looked into, present continuous. Number 2, we think we should wait for the results of the survey. 3, there is a way to speak to an agent immediately on the phone. 4, can you send me proof of your identity? Or, if you want to be more polite, could you send me proof of your identity? 5, please note that all deliveries will be delayed by 2 days. The important thing here is the future will be delayed by 2 days. 6, would you like, okay, so that's the best option, would you like to write about your experience on our website? 7, I won't get angry when I complain about the food future. And 8, we will not give you your money back. We will not give you your money back. Again, remember that these are approximate answers. Then we started the review on page 116, and that gave us quite a bit of information. Now, we did exercise 2 and exercise 3, which you can listen. This is listening 57 on your DVD, so I highly recommend that you listen to it. Okay, and I'll give you the answers once you have heard it. So pause the video now again, and let me give you the answers. Okay, for exercise 2, number 1 is false. In the UK, co-ops cover the whole range of products from supermarkets to websites, so it's false. Number 2 is false. Alpha Communication is one of many communications companies operating on cooperative principles. 3 is true. 4, false. The creative team has changed several times. And 5 is true. And in exercise 3, the missing words are, for number 1, owners, proprietarios. Number 2, services. 3, dynamic. 4, equality. 5, partnership. Okay, so that was a good listening. So then we went on to the grammar, exercise 4, read about the Mondragon Corporation, and add the missing relative pronouns and commas to the text, and underline the 4 reduced relative clauses. Okay, so take 5 minutes. It's not very difficult. Pause the video now, as usual. Now, I'm going to read you the answers. The Mondragon Corporation is a collection of worker cooperatives based, this is a reduced relative clause, but you could also say which is based, in northern Spain, in the Basque Country. The name comes from the town where the first co-op was founded. The co-op was started in 1956 by a group of people who, you could also say that here, had studied locally. The first product made, this is a reduced clause, so you should have underlined it, or you could also say which was made. By the co-op was a hit. Now the Mondragon Corporation is the biggest business group in the region. In the first 20 years, the corporation grew quickly with the addition of companies whose business models followed cooperative principles. The Mondragon Corporation, which now includes more than 250 companies, operate in 4 sectors: finance, industry, retail, and knowledge. The sector growing, another reduced clause, but you could also say which is growing most rapidly is probably knowledge. There are 15 technology centers which together have more than 1,700 employees working, another reduced clause, but you could also say which are working in research and development. Then exercise 5, write the statements and questions as reported speech. So you need some time here to do. So pause the video and I'll give you the answers. Okay, here are the answers. Number 1, Time Company said that is always optional, that Alpha had come up with a highly original campaign that they were really pleased with. 2, Bill Rillans told us that he was very happy with Alpha and that he wouldn't use any other company. 3, Kit Care asked how much a typical website cost. Remember that in indirect questions in reported speech, the order is like a sentence: subject, verb, and complements. No does, no do, no did. Subject, verb, and complements. Number 4, Sandra Brown asked if, or asked whether, she could change the website content herself. 5, Time Corp said that the team had been making improvements to their video until the last minute. 6, Fruit Store told us that they hadn't had a website before. It was really making a difference to their business. 7, Bill Rillans asked how long it took to make a typical video. 8, Alpha asked if, or whether, they had provided the quality we had expected. Then, on the next page, 117, we did the vocabulary exercise 6, read about teams in business, complete the nouns and adjectives in the text. So, pause the video again, and the answers. 1, imaginative. 2, artistic. 3, unrealistic. 4, precision. 5, analytical. 6, emotion. 7, dynamism. D-Y-N-A-M-I-S-M, dynamism. 7, read a comment from the director of a communications agency. Complete the text with the correct form of appropriate verbs. So pause the video, and again, I'll give you the answers. 1, make. 2, behave, se comportar. 3, offer. 4, pay. 5, pay again. And 6, give. Obviously, we did the discussion in exercise 8. We discussed these questions. Feel free, okay, to record them and to send them to me as voice message on Gmail. Remember that the maximum it normally allows is a 2-minute file. So if you need to do a couple of them, that's fair enough. Exercise 9, speaking. You had to complete the conversation between 5 friends, Tim, Pete, Annie, and Mina, who want to start a food co-op using the prompts. So you have to complete the sentences. It's quite simple. So pause the video and I'll give you the answers. So number 1 is, what do you think about? 2, how about you? 3, I just wanted to say. 4, what are your thoughts? 5, let me just say. 6, I'd like to know what you think. 7, would you like to say anything? 8, if I could say something here. And finally, in this unit review, read this comment exercise 10 made by the owners of the cooperative restaurant about how they started. Complete the text using the correct patterns with the reporting verbs and the comments again. So pause the video and I'll give you the answers. Alright, here are the answers for exercise 10. 1, warned us that restaurants were very hard to get right. 2, replied that we had a lot of confidence. 3, advised us to research the market well. 4, agreed to give us a loan. 5, suggested trying out or suggested that we try out our recipes. 6, told us not to change anything. It was just great as it was. So that finished the review, and it also gave time to start Unit 11 on page 118, which are resources. Okay, it says exercise 1. We read about this man, okay, the biography at the bottom of the page, Gavin Prettapini, a science writer, so if you want to read that. And then we discussed the questions in exercise 1, so consider them. And we finished the unit, well, the lesson on Thursday it was. Sometimes I lose track of what day we are in. So with the keywords in exercise 2, what you had to do is to match in exercise 2. So the words in bold, the meaning. So take a minute to do this, and I'll give you the answers. So the answers are 1, obstructions; B, things that stop you making progress; 2, D, fondness is the feeling of being affectionate towards or enjoying something; 3, A, angst, a strong feeling of anxiety; 4, F, meditation, so the act of quiet thinking or reflection; 5, C, egalitarian, equal for everyone; and 6, E, which is antidote, something that relieves a negative condition or situation. So next day we're going to talk about these questions in exercise 2, and that's how we're going to start the lesson. So if you can join and you want to join on Skype, if you have any problems, so just email me or send me a message. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.